broke up, like, because he was trying to use me. I said, that little dick, you ain't got a chance. I asked you a question, I deserve an answer. If you're not gonna give me an answer, get the fuck out my phone. Fuck the soft shit. I don't like you. Hello you guys, this is Mari back with another video, and like I always say, don't be scared to fall because you may fall into a better situation. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so you guys, here we are, another Monday. OMG, OMG. I posted on my Instagram, and if you don't follow me, I actually have two. I told you guys to ask me questions, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be Q&A little session or whatever. So yeah, let's get into that. Quick little life update. Atlanta, almost been here for a year. I'm gonna make a whole video about like just my experience here so far, like within that year. Love life, child, I'm single. And these questions, I actually have not went through them. I haven't looked at anything. I told everybody that asked me questions that it was gonna be anonymous. We're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna see what's good in the hood. We're gonna see what's good in the hood. Good in the hood. Good in the hood. What's good in the hood. Good in the hood. What's good in the hood. Good in the hood. What's good in the hood. Who is your most and least favorite ex? Who is my most and least favorite ex? OMG. Oh my gosh. Okay. My most favorite ex would have to be, OMG, I don't like none of them. I don't really have exes, so I feel like when I do leave people alone, it's because the bad outweighed the good, and it's hard to reminisce on the good when there was so much bad. Do I have a favorite? Like, who treated me the best? Who treated me the best? I would have to say my ex, Chris. What? I would say that he treated me the best simply because like he did a lot for me because he could do a lot. He was very, very sweet. Like he was a very, very sweet person. So I would say that would have to just be the most, I think. I haven't had too many relationships too. And not that the money aspect matters, but it definitely does change the dynamic of the relationship. So in that relationship, it was a little bit more cuter. It was packaged up a little bit better. At least has to be the most recent one. Like I'm gonna tell y'all something. And I'm gonna get this out my chest because this literally, like, I'm gonna get this out my chest. Baby, Libras, no ma'am. Me and this guy, you know, like we was friends for years and years and years, and then I just decided that it was like a friends with benefits type of thing. It was like, you know, it was just getting toxic for me. My feelings for him weren't going to go anywhere. Even though we considered ourselves friends, we still were like fucking. And tried the relationship, it was bullshit. We broke up, like, because he was trying to use me. It didn't last number 3 months, and it broke up our friendship for 5 years. Wasn't really a friendship, it was like a friendship with benefits, but whatever. Broke up our friendship for like over a 3-month relationship for 5 years, 5 or 6 years that we've been knowing each other. The shit was crazy. Once he gave user vibes, I was like, no baby, I'm out the door. I'm out the door. I will not be used in a relationship. I don't want anything that looks like you trying to use me. I'm not even that type of person, like, no. And it gave that, like, no. I'm not that bitch. So I had to dip on him. This right here is just what happened just recently, and it really, really got up under my skin. Like, this man is behind me, but for some reason, men think that just because I replied that door is still open. The thing is, when I make peace with some shit, I don't hold grudges. Like, I ain't got no issue with you. It's just like I can conversate with you. It's just we're not in that place anymore. The feelings ain't there no more, baby. I can self-solve. I don't need no closure, nothing like that. I can self-solve within myself and move on because I've taught myself to be able to do that. They don't realize it's not the same no more. Some things that I would let slide during a relationship, some things I will let you say and let you get away with because I want to understand it. Now I don't care about the understanding because we're not together no more. The minute you disrespect me, I'm gonna return the same thing. Text my phone out the blue like, what you doing? Once the conversation started dying down, I'm just like, what you text me for? He was like, damn, I need a reason to text. I was like, no, you don't need a reason to text. But it's just like, I'm asking you a question like, why can't I just get an answer? Last time we left off, you said it was a bad idea talking to me. You called me a bitch. You called me crazy. I don't really be caring for real. Don't nobody know me better than I know myself. It don't offend me. That type of stuff don't move me. And it makes you look even more stupid when you run back. Because you text my phone. So he was just started doing all this little entitlement stuff. You know how guys don't like to be questioned. And it's just like, I get that, but we not together no more. You can't have this shit your way. I asked you a question, I deserve an answer. If you're not gonna give me an answer, get the fuck out my phone. I don't like you no more. It's been months, we ain't talked. their respect, their loyalty, their love out the window. I'm asking him, I was like, why you text me? He was like, because at this point I'm just being annoying. Texting me, you bothering me because you're bored? Do you know how dumb you sound? Like, you're older than me and you're playing games. I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. And then you told me that I was just a piece of ass. What? Let me see. Do I have the messages? I might have deleted them. I'm real good for a cute delete. Do you believe you can be clingy and in love with your friends? I am a Leo, so I am territorial with my friends. Like, my friends know this, but I'm territorial. I'm not really clingy. Yes, you can be in love with friends. It's just like, the thing is, I think it happens a lot, but it goes without being said. I think that if you are in love with your friends, you need to go ahead and communicate that to see if it is mutual. You can't make somebody feel a way that they don't feel. So you definitely need to communicate like how you feel with that friend if you're interested in them in that type of way. And then see if the feeling is mutual. And if it's mutual, then, you know, you just go from there. But if it's not mutual, I would say if you go into like maybe a friends and with the open to the idea of a relationship. What are my beliefs on soul ties? I feel like soul ties are real. I feel like soul ties has a lot to do with sex.
No! God, please, no!
At least for me, I feel like it has a lot to do with sex because you've let him enter inside you. I do feel like, you know, soul ties are real. I just feel like they just come in different forms, but I think one that people don't think about them the most is like soul ties when it comes to sex. Like when you give your body to somebody, on a weird like subconscious level, you do feel like you kind of own them on some type of level, which is weird to say, but it's just like when you give your body away to somebody, you do feel a little bit like, you know, I can't explain it, but you feel like, you know, like you own them a little bit. Like it's a little connection there. It's weird. And the men, they don't get it because they're not being entered. Like you're letting somebody inside of you. And like I said, this only really, I feel like this is only really a thing for like women and bottoms, like gay bottoms, because we're letting somebody go inside of us, like inside of our bodies. And I feel like that is like one way like soul ties, you know, can come about. At least to me, I don't know. That could just be my opinion. I don't know. What is the weirdest thing a guy has wanted during sex? I don't really have too many weird encounters during sex. But I'm a different person when it comes to sex. So it's like if I'm with somebody and I'm giving myself to them, it's really not much that I wouldn't try or wouldn't do when it comes to sex. An uncomfortable situation I can think of happening is like me being the bottom in the situation, and then in the midst of it, you know, somebody that I didn't know or wasn't aware that they bottom and they ask me to top them. I feel like that's a little bit weird because it's like I have this idea of you and then you use this moment to kind of flip it around. That's a little uncomfortable, a little weird. But I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but that's the only thing I can really think of. I don't really allow or do too many weird or off the wall things. I'm a freaky bitch. But ain't nobody ever asked me the weird shit. I think folks really be scared. What is your view on age gaps in gay relationships? They seem to be popular now. I honestly don't have an issue with like age gaps in relationships as long as it's consensual on both ends. I mean, it just makes sense. As long as you're not out here like preying on people that haven't like found themselves and like just grown into themselves, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that people, when you date within an age gap, if you're younger or you're older, both parties need to actually know exactly what they're getting into. If you're the older party, you need to realize that when you're dating somebody that's younger, that it's not going to come with it may not come with the financial stability, the emotional stability, you know, stuff like that, because they're young. They have to actually grow into those aspects of it. And you can't expect somebody that is younger to know how to cook and clean and do all these things that you know how to do at your big age. I don't have a problem with it. I always date older. It's a mental thing for me. Like I just can't date people. I don't like to date people around my age. I just feel like they're really childish, and I'm really mature, and like, you know, I'm just very level-headed, and I know what I want. So it's like I can't deal with kids for real. Can I spend a few hundreds on you? Of course you can. I ain't never turning down no money. Period. I love money. Facts. Where your boo at? Don't have one. I'm single. Been single for the longest. Besides that little interaction like a couple of months ago. Besides that, don't consider that a relationship. Don't have exes. Been single for years. Period. Have you ever thought about being a model because you have a beautiful body? I actually would love to be a model, but I posted a status about this the other day. I would love to. don't know where to start. I know that I'm in the place, just don't know where to start. And every time I try to make connections with people here in Atlanta, they always try to fuck me. What do you like to do for fun in your spare time? I actually like to do a lot of things. I'm a loner, so it's a lot of things that I enjoy doing. I enjoy editing, taking pictures, doing makeup, reading, writing, music, watching YouTube. I like to do a lot of things. I like playing games. I'm really like dressing up, fashion. There's a lot that I like to do. I could go so far. I love nature. Like, I like a lot of things, honestly. Do you ever see yourself in a serious relationship in the future? I only see myself in a serious relationship. I don't want this bullshit. If I'm ever in a situationship, it's because the man that I was interested in didn't want a relationship, and it ended up just becoming a situationship. I'm always looking for a relationship. I'm always looking to be married. Like, I hate these games. It's not me, it's these men. They don't want the relationships, and it's just like, I like intimacy. I like affection and stuff like that. I can't just be sitting around. I'm a young, hot, turned bitch. Like, no. I'm fine as hell. I got all these people coming at me like, no, baby, I'm going to enjoy this. I would love to be in a relationship, but it's like people genuinely do not want the relationship. And I don't know why that is. Also, too, I'm going to say this too. A lot of people be scared to approach me. I know I'm a nice person, but it may not come off like that. It may not come off like that, and I'm working on that, being a bit more approachable. You gotta have some type of confidence. It's just like, I don't even know you like me for real. Until you make it clear that, oh, I want to be with you, I want to try, or I want to go on a date or say something other than some hard eyes, I'm never gonna respond. Because you're not doing anything different from anybody else in my DMs. You're not standing out, boo. What qualities do you like in a guy if he wants to date you? Have an amazing personality, be self-driven, be understanding, be considerate of one another. I would say the basics, but a lot of you men don't have the basics, child. I don't know how many times I've needed to be shown that, but it's been shown to me more times than I needed to know. I don't care about the looks, like I care about the personality. Have a personality that is going to keep me around forever. I'm looking for somebody to marry. Like, I'm looking for a personality that I can deal with forever. Like, you need to have a personality where I can fall in love with you in so many different ways. And don't be intimidated by saying that, because I don't expect you to be perfect or nothing like that. We got forever to figure it out. I don't expect you to be perfect. I don't care about the money or nothing like that. If that personality hit and you stay and you down, it's up from there. Like, you ain't gotta be perfect. I'm not perfect. Now, the personality, like how you understand what's coming out of my mouth and how you receive it and you react to what's coming out of my mouth, I care about that, because you're not about to stress me out. I don't want no insecure man or nothing like that. Like, no. I just want you to be you. Stay down, because I'm going to stay down for you. And that's it. And we can go from there. Anything else that's an issue, we're going to work on it. We got forever to work on it. So, it is what it is. How did you find your inner peace with things in your life? By being by myself. Like, once you lose your mama, you just really, nothing else can really upset you. Can't really express my emotions as much as I would want to on the outside. I feel my emotions on the inside, but it's hard for me to actually show how I feel a lot of times. Sitting with myself and recharging, but also being around people who I know love me, and, just having conversations with like people, like strangers. I feel like strangers give me the most biased advice. Like, they give me the greatest advice. So a lot of times, like, it's people out here that I've had conversations with that have gave me the best advice, because they know nothing about my life. They're not judging me or anything. I have a lot of conversations with just random people. Like I said, I self-solve things, so I just be really just be solving shit myself, honestly, and just doing things that I love. Like, I really just lock in on things that I love and things that I enjoy doing, and things that just make me happy. So that really is what just keeps me at peace. I know what I'm worth, so when something doesn't look like it's right to me, I'm quick to just like stay away. So what are your hopes for the future? Children. I want children. I want marriage. I want financial freedom. And I want friends who pour into me and friends that I pour into. I want everlasting bonds. I want everybody around me to be up. I want homelessness to not exist. I want to take as many people to the top as I can once I get there. I want to give back. That's the only future worth seeing. Like, do you have any regrets in your life? Yes, OMG, so many regrets. It's crazy. Relationships, definitely. These men, oh my gosh, I have a roster of men that I regret. Ill. Friends, regret. Leaving home too soon, growing up too fast. You know, like stuff like that. I do have regrets, but I also do know that these things shaped me as a person. Definitely have some regrets, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot more, because child, I'm a young fly bitch, and you know, things are bound to happen. Are you happy with your life? Am I happy with my life? I will say, I am grateful to be alive. My life is lit. My life is different than anyone else, I'm sure. There are things about my life that could be better, but I am in a better situation than a lot of people that I know. So I will say I love my life for that. I am happy for that. But it's hard for me to say that I'm happy with my life when there's so many things in my life that are missing. But am I in the worst situation? Do I really hate my life? Like, is there any, did I go through, like, I went through things, but it's like, those things happen. Like, they're not happening right now. So it's like, yeah, I like my life. That's an interesting question. I love that. That wraps this up, and that's really pretty much all I have for you guys today. Please remember that I upload videos every Monday. Pulling up to your house with them choppers. Hope you guys enjoy your Monday. This is a good way to start your week off, seeing me. OMG, the prettiest thing you'll ever see. Period. I'll see y'all next Monday. Peace. Don't forget to stay honest. Bye.